30 days on this $1,300 electric scooter.
Nice.
Unleashing the scooter's full potential. But why would someone charge this much for a scooter? What if it catches fire on day 8? What if the battery dies on day 12 in the middle of nowhere? What if it rains on day 22? Which is why I'm not rushing you to use my code PhilPro at checkout to save $120 just yet. Let me ride this thing for a month and see how it goes. This box weighs over 100 pounds, and that has to mean one thing. It is meant for going 50 miles per hour. Let's break down the scooter details. Straight out of the box, you get your tools, charging ports, and a user manual. The handlebars include a ton of features, but before using them, adjust the handlebar to your height. The left side has rear turn signals so the drivers know what you're doing. If you're scared the drivers won't notice you, this horn will be heard by them. This headlight got it bright like a flashbang, no cap. Same idea with the brake lights. If someone really wants to know your battery voltage, the display is right here. As we switch over to the right side, you can activate the LCD display by holding the power button. Self-explanatory, it shows the gears, speedometer, odometer, and the battery life. On the side of it, got a fancy accelerator. The yellow button allows you to switch either from Eco or Turbo. Eco goes up to 60 miles per hour. Turbo goes up to 60 miles an hour. The red button allows you to switch either from single motor or dual motor. Transitioning down to the lower section, the deck is wide enough to fit both of my feet. 11-inch beefy tires that won't fail you thanks to the front and rear shock absorbers. We now know how the scooter fully operates, but will this all work after 30 days? Let's find out. Starting with a short trip to a local spot, just so I could get a feeling of what I'm getting myself into before I hit that max speed. This location is about 5 miles away. Surprisingly, I made it here with no problems. One thing I recommend for sure is wearing any type of safety gear, especially a helmet. High speeds are not so bad on this thing. I could definitely see myself maxing it out to 55 miles per hour or more. Why I suggest wearing safety gear is because the moment you get hit on this thing without a helmet, you could say goodbye to your brain. I'm getting comfortable with the scooter pretty quick, which means let's go straight to a speed test. Because this scooter allows you to use single or dual motors, I'll first do Eco with single, dual, and then same idea with turbo. I'm gonna pop on some goofy glasses just so I don't tear up when I'm speeding. Eco single motor. We're hitting almost 10 miles per hour and 10 miles an hour. Mind you, I'm using mode 3, which is the highest mode you can use. That means that's the same one that will allow me to go almost 60 miles an hour. I just fully stopped so we could see the acceleration difference. We're going dual motor now. Okay, there's a little bit of torque now to it. Now we're hitting 12 miles an hour. So yeah, same thing. I think for Eco, it just limits you out to a certain speed. Oh, 13 miles an hour? Ah yeah, that's pretty boring. I'm not gonna care. Now the fun part. Turbo, single motor. 10 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour. Okay, there you go, now we're talking. Hitting 30 miles an hour. Oh boy, we're going fast. We're about to hit 40 miles an hour. Oh yeah, now we going. 40 miles an hour. Oh yeah, this thing's quick. And now, the final moment we've been waiting for. Dual motor turbo. I just turned it on. Let's go. Oh Oh yeah, 20 miles an hour. 30 miles an hour. This thing is quick, damn. 40 miles an hour. We should be hitting 50 anytime soon. 42. 43. Oh, it's bumpy here. Yo, I don't want to risk it low key. Hold up. Nah, screw it, we going. If we crash, we crash. 43. 46. Come on, hit the 50. Oh crap, they're stuck in front of me, damn it. Almost crashed your family. Okay, back to 40 miles an hour, hold up. 40 miles an hour. Oh, come on. Hit the 50. It's not hitting the 50 that quick. Damn, hold up. Nah, we gotta try this again. It's because of the ducks, bro. 47. Oh my gosh. No, man. Basically, I hit 50, well, 49. I think it's because of the battery, low key, because I'm running on 3 out of 5 battery. If I was on full battery, I think I would have hit 50, no problem. If you're enjoying this video so far, I suggest doing this right here that's right on my helmet. Please and thank you. I'm trying to hit 100K subs by the end of this year. I can so see that happening. No cap, no kizzy. Sheesh. If you're planning to drive by people in cars, you gotta make sure... Crackheads, man. You gotta make sure your brakes are top notch. The goal is to stop before this yellow line and make sure I don't crash into it. Here we go. Those brakes are amazing. I survived the first week. The battery doesn't need any charging just yet, which is impressive, but also the tire PSI is the same, which is expected. One thing I suggest before each ride is making sure everything is tightened and nothing is loose. By now, everyone knows that a bad or good scooter can whip on roads, sidewalks, but grass, that's a terrain that everyone wants to avoid. But this scooter, it doesn't avoid, it embraces. That sounded cool, right? I mean, you saw the video. This thing shred through grass like it's nothing. I was a whole lawnmower across this whole field. If you know how to use the dual motors properly, you'll be just fine on the scooter. This segment will be covering on how you properly fold the scooter. I'm starting this unfolded since I have the seat included, which adds another step. First thing you do is go down to the seat base, unhook it, press the side button, pull down the hook, and the seat will fall down on its own. After the seat is fully down, we're going to the front side of the scooter, pull down this red lever. Right next to the lever, we have a silver latch here, which we're gonna push down. As you're pushing the silver latch, you're gonna push the front of the scooter, and it's gonna drop down on its own. To unfold it, same idea, you pull the silver latch, push it up until the wheels are horizontal. The most important part, this red lever. In order to push it back, you're gonna lift up the front, pull it all the way up, put down the kickstand for stability, lift up the seat. As you're lifting it up, you press the side button again, lift up the lever, and hook it. Let's say you want to go somewhere with the scooter, but it's far away and you gotta put it in the car. Here's how I do it. Of course, the first thing you want to do is put down the seats, that way you have a flat trunk. In my instance, I have a Honda Civic 2024. Because my trunk isn't flat, I found these 2 cabinet doors that even out the surface. To not get the interior dirty, I suggest putting down some type of blanket or cover of some sort. When your car is all set for transportation, here's how you put it in. That's what she said. First, grab the stem of the scooter. As you're about to put it in, make sure the back wheel goes first. I'll show you why. When the scooter's halfway in the trunk, use the front wheels to steer it in. When the scooter's fully in the car, it's best to put it on its side, that way it doesn't wobble around during the whole trip. Close up the trunk and you're ready to go. Officially survived week 2, still holding up like a beast, I have no complaints. Up next, we have the night ride test. The main things I'll be trying to avoid is potholes, rocks, pedestrians, and maybe some crackheads. Easily very good at night. The headlights, they won't disappoint you. These are some high quality headlights. I mean, dude, the headlights will make you see about 10 to 15 feet easily, if not more. The blinkers, I could see myself using like in a downtown or in a city, but other than that, yeah, no, I'm not touching those. But imagine cruising down Times Square. That's gotta be insanely fire. I'm thinking this might not be the best idea ever, but let's do the rain test. Just to be sure I'm not gonna break the scooter, I double checked the company and here's what they said. The scooter has basic waterproof protection and can be used in light rain, which is right now, but avoid heavy rain to prevent water seepage to the battery compartment. After wet use, promptly wipe dry with a cloth. Never rinse with high pressure water jets and hoses. I am not looking forward to this test because I don't want to get soaked, but also the cold wind. It is 58 degrees out right now. I don't see why anyone would do this, but it works. You can ride in the rain. You don't have to worry about those little potholes that are filled with water, but I would suggest to worry about hydroplaning. I didn't want to risk it because if I fall on this thing, you just wobble out, slam yourself, get a pretty bad injury. I don't want to get that. But if you want to do that, you can try on your own risk. Before you decide riding your scooter in the rain, I suggest closing up the charger ports. That way the water doesn't get into the battery compartment. The moment your battery dies during your ride, what are you supposed to do? Pushing it is the most obvious, but it's not effective. A cool solution I thought of is by getting a little power bank that has 2 outlets for the both chargers. While the scooter's charging, you could operate the scooter at the same time. I think this might be a fire hazard, so I suggest doing this at your own risk, unless you're in an emergency situation. This easily becomes my #1 activity out of the whole video, off-roading. That montage should explain everything. How far can this thing go? I'm thinking the most effective way to do this test is by doing it on a track field. That way I won't run out of roads, I can fully max it out and not worry about any cars. The battery is fully charged. The odometer says I ran through 43 miles. Let's see how much we can rack up from this single charge. To make this test the most effective, I'm running on turbo, mode 3, and dual motors. After going through like 20 plus laps, here are the results. The battery is 4 out of 5 and the odometer is at 63 miles, which means I went through 20 miles, which is more than enough for any commuter. I really don't see a point of going somewhere that is 20 miles away on a scooter when you could just take an Uber by that point. If something is 5 to 10 miles away, you gotta add another 5-10 because you gotta go there and back, which is about average. Overall, this means that you could whip the turbo and dual motor without the worries of the battery dying so quick. It's meant for this. Mathematically, if it's at 4 out of 5 and I went 20 miles, each bar out of the 5 should mean it's 20-mile range. Maybe. It depends on the weight and how fast you're going. On this track, I was topping like 40 miles an hour. That's more than enough, especially if you're going down the streets. The max speed is 30 miles an hour anyways. Is this scooter capable of going up steep hills? Let's find out. This is just a reference showing how steep this hill is. Going dual motor. Boom. Easy. Didn't even struggle. Look, Gilbert, the scooter's high performing. I have a code that will save $120. But what if all that is just not convincing enough?
They're lost.
Loss on what? They could save $1,300 by just not buying it.
No, numbnut. The experience of flying.
Gilbert, humans don't fly.
Not in a literal sense. Think of this, flying away from all your problems.
Every person goes through problems. Some distract themselves from it. Their entertainment. Doing the hobbies they love.
Or they can do it on this electric scooter.
Just imagine gliding through any terrain, not worrying about your battery dying out. The bright lights paving a way for you.
Look, Gilbert, that sounds good and all, but why do we always have to meet up at some random spots? First was a canal, now it's at a hill. What's
Shut
next?
up and take this.
Not sponsored.
I put the new forges on the G. I trap until the leather bottoms is underneath.